Hello! In this video we are talking about the question if positive thinking is always the best solution, or if it is also sometimes necessary to allow all emotions to be there. Because we hear so often positive thinking, positive thinking, positive thinking, and then we hear allow all your emotions, and you go like, okay, what should I do now? And I had this question very often, so this is why I make this video. Because it depends. In some situations the right answer is to focus on positive thoughts and to do things that make us feel happy, and to change our thoughts in a direction where we are not focusing on a problem. And in some situations it is very important that we allow all of our feelings, because if we allow old feelings to come up, then they can heal. And it is like, imagine you are surfing on a surfboard in the ocean, and the surfboard I'm stumbling over my words here. You are not standing on this surfboard right away. First you have to paddle to take the wave, and this phase of paddling is the phase where you're not feeling hurt in the moment, you have no negative emotions coming up, it just feels neutral, and you start to think positive thoughts or to do something that makes you feel happy. And that is the phase of paddling. And if you reach the top of the wave, then you don't have to paddle so hard anymore, or not at all. You have to stand on the surfboard and balance and ride the wave. And that is when you have achieved a state of happiness. Then it is important to stay in this feeling as long as you can, by focusing on the good feeling and by doing things that help you to stay in this good mood. But you cannot surf away forever, because if you would try to stay standing on that surfboard, even if the wave has disappeared, you would not surf anywhere, or maybe 1 meter, but it would not be that fun. So if you are standing there and in that moment something else is going on, because you have a situation where some old wounds are coming up, then the best thing you can do is dive into the ocean. Not holding on to standing on the surfboard and trying to be happy. No, in that moment you can release, and you can hop in the water and allow all your emotions to come up. Because in my experience it is very healing if we allow an old emotion that was hurtful to fully be felt inside of us. Like if we would give our attention to a baby, that is the way we can care for our own emotion. And in my experience, then it transformed inside of me, and I could not even feel it after that. Even if I would try to feel the same emotion, it is no longer there. I could not have this emotion anymore because it has healed, it has transformed. This is my experience. And after that, you would start fresh and take your surfboard and paddle for the next wave. So then you can start again thinking positive thoughts. And the main, how can I say this? The main thing, how you can decide whether it is a situation where you focus positively, or a situation where you allow some old emotions to come up, is to look how much resistance there is inside of you. And if it is from an old wound that wants to heal, that wants to purge, that wants to be felt, or is it in that moment only a negative feeling because of a negative thought? Because maybe you know that, but for those of you who does not know that, we have an emotional guidance system, and it is like a navigation system in a car. It helps us to connect to our inner being. Our inner being is the part of us that was there before we were born and will always be there. And our personality has sometimes a different view than our inner being. Our inner being is always focused on the abundance that is prepared for us and that is available for us, and it sees all possibilities in the future and also what is there in other lifetimes for us to experience. So it never thinks we are poor. It never thinks we are not worthy enough or we are lacking anything, because it sees everything that is available for us and that is prepared for us. And if we think differently, we as a personality, then we disconnect a little bit from the viewpoint of our inner being. If this is the viewpoint of our inner being and we believe that we are good and everything will work out, then we feel so connected to our inner being and we feel very happy. But if we believe in lack in any kind of form, then we disconnect a little bit, and our inner being helps us to connect again through the negative emotion, through the negative feeling. And this feeling is only a signal that should help us to find our way back to our inner being, to the viewpoint of our inner being, and to this inner connection that makes us feel fulfilled from inside. And it is like if we are driving a car and the navigation system is saying, please turn right, please turn in another direction with your thoughts. And sometimes that happens, and in that situation it is not that some old wound is coming up, it is just such a negative feeling because we believe we are lacking something. And in these situations it is like we can paddle in that moment. It is not that we have to sit there, and if we have missed a train and we're saying, oh, there are coming negative emotions, I have to feel them. No, in that moment we can change our thoughts and say something that is smoothing to us, that helps us to relax more, to think, oh, maybe I can read this book that I have, or maybe I can relax a little bit here and I have a good time, and just find thoughts that help us to feel better. So I think now you have a good understanding when to do what. And if you like my video, watch another one and give me a thumbs up. Have a nice day.